Welcome to Athlete Lives Network exclusive interviews. Today our guest is Davi standout football player, East Chicago Central class of 2000, running back, DB. What's going on, Doc?
What's going on, Carl, man? Glad to see you. First of all, I'm glad to see you doing your thing, man. Big ups to your entertainment. You know what I mean? I'm supporting that. Big positive movement, man. Everybody out there support what he's doing.
Thanks. Basically, man, in our interview today, I want to get a lot of answers from you. Your athletic experiences growing up in East Chicago, your high school days playing ball, your college days, what you're currently doing now, and what advice can you give to future athletes who may be in your position one day? All right?
All right.
So first question is, just kind of tell us who you are and your early influences in sports.
Well, me, I'm Davi. I come from West Calumet Complex. I come from a city where a lot of people didn't play football, so me coming up, I really didn't have too many neighborhood football players to look at, so I just kind of got players on the screens. I mean, you know what I'm saying, NFL, things like that. That's how I kind of got into football, backyard playing football and things like that. Later
What kind
on,
of players though? Who?
Man, I like to my guys like Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, man, Richard Haley, Michael Irvin. I used to love Dallas back in the day, Mike Singletary. You know what I mean? Big Bears fan. Go Bears, do your thing. Big ups.
All right.
Okay. Yeah. But I liked a lot of players in the NFL. You know what I mean? Any player that was good. I love a player at the top. I ain't no hater. So anybody that was doing good, I kind of watched. But overall, the Bears, that was my squad right there, pretty much.
Okay, so you said growing up you really didn't play football. So what sports did you play growing up as a kid?
Well, I mean, I ain't gonna say I ain't played football. I mean, I played backyard football. Coming from the projects, we ain't had no pee-wee football. So only thing you could do is grab your ball, go to the backyard. Got a couple older cats that might be out there. They throw the ball to you. So that's how I kind of learned. We hit each other, no pads, no nothing. Just go out there straight raw dog football. So that's how I came up. I played basketball, a lot of bitty ball. All the neighborhood tournaments that we used to have out here in East Chicago. I was always involved in that. Neighborhood community centers. Came up in there playing basketball. That was pretty much basketball, football. That was my thing, man.
Okay. So what peers gave you motivation or good competition growing up?
I mean, I had me coming up. My boy Corey Stokes. You know what I'm saying? That was one of my guys, man. He used to always beat me at basketball. That was my dude. You know what I'm saying? He was competitive. Eddie Griffin. We used to play him from the other side of town. That was my boy coming up. And a lot of guys in the community who never even made it out of high school was a big influence on me.
Okay. So what older guys was an influence on you?
I mean, when I came to Central, of course I had guys like Carl. He was a senior. When I was a freshman, I had guys like Twine Kennedy. He was up there when I was a freshman. Overall, when I first got to Central, you know what I mean, I was still really involved in the streets, but I was trying to make the transaction of being guy in the streets to being an all-time athlete. But going to Central, it was almost impossible of doing that. So I was going to school, playing football, but at the same time I was still getting in trouble. So really Coach Richard's the one who really snatched me out the jungle and brought me over to the sports thing. Because the first year I was in Westside, my 8th grade year, we finally had this little football program to come together. The coaches from Central, they came over, checking out some of the local talent, seeing who was coming in Central and things like that, kind of scouting. And so, me and Richards kind of gained a connection from there. I was the quarterback at that time. He picked me out to be his quarterback. And he the one that pretty much kept me in sports in high school, so we left since senior year.